Hey guys, and welcome back to another one. And today to take a look at the best remote control that I've used so far. This is the SofaBaton, which is an interesting name because this is basically the magic wand of our sofa. Now, I did try with a lot of devices, including a fan, but I will share that in just a moment. There is only one device that it did not work, and it's not supposed to, which was the AC. Everything else was awesome. Now, one thing that it's awesome as well is if you are looking for budget keys for your Windows 10 or Windows 11 Home Edition, Pro Edition, don't forget to check out Keys Fan, where we can find budget and official OEM keys. And with the coupon code that you are seeing on screen, you can get Windows 10 Pro, for example, at $7 or Windows 11 at $13. So check out the link down below for that. Now, we are looking at the remote, but the remote by itself alone, it will not do anything. It will require the brain of the operation, which is this small hub right over here. And before we dig in, the way that it works is that the remote will transmit information to the hub, and then the hub will trigger by Bluetooth or infrared to the devices that we are using. So this is awesome. Now, besides the remote and the hub, there are also some accessories right over here. The power cables, which both of them use USB Type-C to power the hub and to charge the remote. And then we also have the infrared cables to extend, just in case that we have a device further along that it will not reach directly from the hub. Then we will just put one of these extensions and that will do the job. Remote itself has two parts. The superior part will control the remote as its own hardware, and then the inferior part will control the device that we are controlling, a TV or a set-top box, something like that. So taking a look at the superior part, we will have a menu right over here. First one says activities, and activities basically will be the option that we can use to create macros. So if I want to move to the right 3 times and then press OK, I can do that. Now, although this is a great option, if you are wondering, hey Robert, can I open a dedicated app with that? I would have to say that it's not exactly the best way scenario in my opinion, because if I'm not with the cursor on the spot that I want, and if I have chosen 3 to the right to open that particular app, then it will not work. But this remote, having all these options, if we take a look at a software that we have seen right over here, I will leave a link on the YouTube cards, which is Button Mapper. What I can do is I can map the extra buttons that I've got right over here to open the exact apps that I want. So the SofaBaton and the Button Mapper will do a great match, having in mind that the software is free, so will be great and will enhance even more any remote control, especially great remote control like the SofaBaton. Now, we also have down below the devices. So this is the menu that I will navigate, just choose which device I want to use at a moment. So if I want to turn on my projector, just press right over here. If I want to turn on my fan, I will press right over here. And if I want to turn on or off and control any device, I just need to select here instead of having several remotes. We also have a third menu, which is called Set, and basically here we will have information, LCD screen, the restart, the firmware version, and so on and so forth. Down below on the inferior part, we will have a normal remote with a lot of buttons, which I believe that are more than enough to control any device. The hub, it's really simple, lightweight, well constructed. Fingerprints on this black glossy plastic, but that is it. And at the back we will have a power button, which is also the pairing button, USB Type-C, and 2 outputs for the infrared remotes. Of course, the hub, as I said, will be the one that will trigger the infrared or the Bluetooth signal for the other devices. My experience in terms of the configuration has been really pleasant. It's really easy. We just need to download an app called SofaBaton, and after that we will be able to configure any device. And as I said, I have tried a lot of devices, including AC, which unfortunately did not work, but was the only one. You will find some devices that are very well known, like the NVIDIA Shield TV, and that will give us the option just to search for the device and automatically it will map all the buttons for us. The same will happen, for example, with the Roku, which I don't have, but I do have the Apple TV 4K, and it's easy to find and it will map the buttons. And of course, although it maps the buttons, I have the freedom to change the buttons, the way that they work, and I can assign other buttons like these four right over here or any other. So we have that freedom to do so. We also have the option, if we don't find a certain device, as you may imagine, the fan that I've got right over there, no one knows that it exists. So what we will do is to use a way which is the learning mode, which basically I just need to trigger the infrared to on and then select which button I want to turn on my fan and so on and so forth. Who says the fan? It can be any other device. I also did use my Samsung TV, which I did lost the remote. I'm talking serious, I'm not playing around. It's not for the video, I actually lost the remote. And if this is one of the issues that you have, it's a great solution as well, because it will find it's a Samsung TV, so it's easy to find. It's a well-known brand, not really sure about other brands, but Samsung, LG, Sony and things like that will be really easy to find, and in no time we will have a remote for the TV. Besides that, I also tested out with a projector, and although the brand is not known by the SofaBaton, I did use the infrared learning and we have the projector working, so great option. The only thing that did not work was actually the air conditioning. That would be awesome, and no required for the remote for the air conditioners. Now on the app we can also use its own menu to control the devices, which works really nice as well. But honestly, we have tried some apps to control devices, and although they are great, I honestly prefer a physical remote. So although there's that option, this is the most comfortable option. Actually, by the way, it's comfortable, it's lightweight, the battery lasts for a long time. So, and I love this wheel right over here on the middle that we can control and scroll through. And by all those reasons, this is the best remote control that we have used so far, and we have used quite a few right over here. I will leave a link down below so that you guys can check out the SofaBaton specifications, prices, availability, and so on and so forth. Hope that the video was helpful in some way. If it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.